I I'm the coordinator of our performance improvement committee here, and you know what this committee does. It kind of looks at everything that happens in Cobble Hill. Looks at the policies, the procedures. You know, any issues that come up, and any problems that come up that's not working, or if something needs to get better. You know, it's brought to the committee, and we have perspectives from all departments there, so everybody's there. And when there's an issue, we try to solve it together, and we bring the other disciplines in. So every month we meet, and each discipline sort of like presents a project. And as the recreation director, you know, I always want to make sure that I meet the needs of all the residents in the facility. I mean, I have cognitively impaired residents, I have alert residents, I have residents that are very, very sick. I mean, who are cognitively intact but are very sick. So, one of my performance improvement projects was when we started with the iPod project. I believe it was maybe 6 months into the project. I collected data. I had my activities coordinator give me data, and the kind of data that we collected was, you know, which residents, you know, what was their diagnosis, whether they were dementia or not, their age, whether they have family or not, the type of music that they listen to, the length of the time that they listen to the music, any changes that they saw in the residents. For example, they were writing comments every day. We had a binder, and we had everybody's name there, and every day the activities coordinator would write, you know, residents opened her eyes and gave a smile, or a resident clapped her hands 3 times, or she stamped her feet to the beat of the music. Resident was directing a choir. Resident said hallelujah and was, you know, raising his hands to the sky. So we got all of that, and then I put all that together, and I presented it to the PI committee to let them know, you know, what we were doing with the iPods in terms of a performance improvement project. And we saw all the variations, all the different types of residents, and they kind of embraced it even more when they saw that here we have data. It's not scientific by all means, but it's observations, and it was really well embraced by the committee, and you know, people were more open to it. You know, nursing administration was more open to it. Like, wow, this is really something that, you know, we can see our CNAs also involved in it, not just the activities coordinators, but this is something that everyone should be involved with, not just activities. So that's the direction where, you know, we've been trying to take it, where it's not just our responsibility to make sure that the resident gets to listen to the music whenever they want it. So, you know, we're still working on that, because we have to worry that the iPods don't disappear. I mean, I developed a policy for it. We numbered the iPods. We gave each resident an iPod with a number. We have a procedure whether we store it on the unit or we store it downstairs. So it's now that it's not just our responsibility, it's everyone's responsibility at Cobble Hill to understand the iPod project and the benefits that it has for the residents.